Mic check, mic check. Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome into the stream. How is everybody doing? Hello. I was just taking a huge dump and saw the notification. Okay, see ya. Thank you for stopping by, Starnes. And great info to share with us today. How is everybody doing? Damn, missed the screaming rate by like 5 minutes. Oh, dang. Oh, dang. That's unfortunate, cat. Hope you had a good stream though. What did you stream today? Yes, on time. Kemi Zenki playing Metro for the first time. Hell yeah. Now it's never been a better freaking a day to play Metro. Yesterday the newest Metro game has been announced, Metro 2036 or something. And today we're gonna play Metro 2033. So yeah, basically the first game in this series. Never played a Metro game. It's an FPS shooter, I believe, set in a post-apocalyptic world or something. But yeah. Got some fries, frikandel special, and a milkshake. Hell yeah. What kind of milkshake? Bro, my favorite milkshake is probably a milkshake vanilla. I have nothing right now. It's almost 5 a.m. I can't eat this late. Hey, we're fucking up our sleep schedule with this one. 5 a.m. It's 7 p.m. over here. Yup. Germany, the Netherlands, just like saying. How is everybody doing? How is everybody doing on this Friday, guys? It's Friday evening. We have the weekend coming up. So it is a good time to play some games. Now I'm quickly gonna turn on my AC because it's already getting pretty dang hot in here. Yeah, the weather as today has been nice, like for the past couple of days in the Netherlands. Let me quickly turn my AC on. I did some Gartic then Among Us had like 10 viewers average. Big W. 12 follows and almost broke my max viewer count. 21 compared to 23. 5 hours, man. Dang, that's a big W. How is Among Us? So that's the oh yeah, that's the with the imposter. I was thinking about the like the narrative driven game, like the Wolf Among Us. But yeah. Nice. 12 followers also, that's very good though. Chocolate. Hell yeah, chocolate. But do we have some news? Anything as of yet? Yesterday we had some pretty decent progress that we made on Crimson Desert. We watched some trailers, but yeah. You froze for me and it skipped all your dialogue. All my dialogue, just like I'm an NPC, huh? I did so you did some Gartic then Among Us and you had like 10 viewers. That is a big W though. 12 followers as well. But I was thinking like what is Among Us again? But I was thinking about the narrative driven game, like I think it's from the Telltale series, but Among Us with the imposters. I'm assuming you mean. I did some cool art. I'll send it in the Discord. It's in self promo. Oh, let's have a look at the art. Hold on. Hey, yo, what the? There ain't no way. There ain't no way. God, bro. Goyo and or Gojo and freaking. Oh my god, bro, this is unhinged. This is unhinged. Ain't no way. Did you draw this? Wait, was this in Gartic or in someone else, or with your own like program? There ain't no way, bro. Okay. I think we're just gonna hop into some Metro because I have no other like things on the planning or on the schedule for so far. But yeah, Zenki, an average American with AC. Wait, what else is it called? Isn't it like an air conditioner? That's basically an AC, right? Nah, Zenki was ass yesterday with those bosses, bro. Bro, don't hate the freaking player. I hit 300 followers, by the way, massive W. Let's go. Congrats, cat. I didn't do the Gojo kissing. That was a viewer. The others are me, though. Yeah, this one looks fire. It's like a planet. A dark freaking planet. What the hell is this? This looks like something is like in hyper speed flowing through this like red air, like the red skies. Like I don't know what this is, but it looks like something is like flowing through the flowing through the screen in like a rapid speed. Like it's so fast that it's like I don't know, you can barely see it. Oh, what the hell? The touch of death, or the touch of reincarnation. Daughters Ramiro, it's all made in Gartic. Nice. It's a spaceship, yeah, yeah. It's it looks like it, yeah. Bro, but this honestly, this is like this looks pretty good, but it's kind of this is kind of freaky though. This is kind of freaky. Gojo, what you been up to? What you been up to? Before we head into some Metro, do we have any short videos that we go watch? We're not gonna watch. It's not gonna be we're gonna watch like YouTube videos the whole stream. I do want to do some gaming, but what do we have? Hold on. Saturn and a black hole in one is nice. It looked like 10 minutes for the water. It took like 10 minutes for the water reflection. Dang. There were some good artists in Gartic this time. Lots of women with... Alright. I mean, I'm sure everyone that lurks in the Gartic like section on Twitch is probably some freaking... artistic like master... or artist, crazy like freaking professional. It's the same thing that I had with when we played Scribble on stream. There were also like people joining and like doing all these crazy drawings. But like, what is different between Gartic Phone and Scribble? Since you can both like draw in it, or does Gartic Phone have like other mini games in it as well? Watch the Metro Exodus trailer. I mean, I can. Metro Exodus is now like a pretty decent like amount old, right? Like, hold on, let me quickly check. Metro Exodus trailer. We're not gonna be playing this one though. We're gonna be playing the first game in the series. Let me mute the background music for the people on Twitch. Bro, the Gartic viewers are hidden goddamn gems. They're such pros.
I created the order to save.
Then there's also the Scribble is you have to guess the word. Oh yeah, that's right. And on the word, like you have to make a drawing like resembling the word or centered around the word. Gartic is just a chain of people rather than them guessing all at once. Oh, so you gotta like guess everyone they're like
People.
painting?
All people, Artyom. It's your turn now.
This game looks hella good. I'm assuming the first game doesn't look as good as this, but hopefully it's not like too long.
Artyom, you were right. People really do live out there. We thought that we were the only survivors. Why are they hiding the fact that Moscow didn't survive alone?
Post-apocalyptic monster.
Strongest who survives.
Rebuilt for PlayStation 5.
Don't let go, Artyom!
What is better, I wonder? Life built on a lie?
Interesting. So what kind of monsters do you fight?
Born
What are those? Like freaking wolves? Werewolves? Lycans? This one looks hype. I'm looking forward to the most of playing this one. Like the other ones,
Artyom, let's jump.
never really watched gameplay of it. But this one looks good. Metro Exodus. We're gonna blow up our PC with this one, guys. Hell yeah. Also, I saw that they were like the what is it? The Stop Killing Games like petition is like going on today in the European Parliament. It's basically this guy, I think he's the founder, Ross, I think his name was. But it's basically like to like against like companies or developers like killing their games basically, or not supporting them anymore. I don't know all the ins and outs, but it's a really good like initiative, and hopefully it gets through. I think it got a lot of like signs or petitions. Oh yeah, I have two more pieces I think will catch your eye after the trailer, of course. Like everyone says a prompt, then everyone draws a random prompt from the pool, then you describe it, repeats. Oh, that's actually an interesting one. Okay, let me quickly look at the other arts. And then actually, I have one video that I want to check, which is another one of those disturbing type of videos from, I think it was Chilling Scares as well. And then we're gonna head into some gaming. But oh, this one looks cool. Like a van on fire. The fire is like pretty well made. You know, someone knows what they're doing when they draw a fire with not only like one color, you know, like you used to always draw, like back in the day, or at least I did. This one, whoa. This one is made in Gartic. This is like some freaking manga type of artistic level. With your life on the line. Have you ever played Goo Goo Babies? What? Is that a Till? Roxy. That is dang good. That is freaking dang good. Holy. But it's so cool if you can draw like very well. Like huge freaking respect for the people that, you know, can draw like these type of things. I would love to freaking be able to draw, but yeah, I don't really want to put all the work in it. And I think it's also a bit of like natural talent. I mean, you can learn everything, right? But yeah. You know it's good? Fire when they make it with white. Bro, they're freaking amazing. That's so cool. It's so cool that people can do that. It just sucks nowadays that, you know, the whole like the whole AI stuff and whatnot is like coming into the scene, and I don't know how bad it is for like people that draw or like artists and stuff, but I can imagine it being a pretty big problem though. Like spending something you worked on your freaking like months or maybe like weeks, and then have AI like do it. Obviously not as good, but you know, make something similar in like literally a couple of seconds. But yeah. Just takes practice. I can draw okay, and I only draw once or twice a week. I actually freaking like drawing back in the day, but not like drawing myself, but more, I guess, coloring. Like, you know, those, bro, we had a printer at home. I would like print all the I would like print all of like random Pokemon images, and then just freaking make them like the most mismatched colors ever. It was pretty funny. I like drawing back in the day, but yeah. Okay, we're gonna watch one video. It's whoa, that's actually a pretty long video. I wasn't expecting that, but that's fine. We're gonna watch disturbing last seen footage of murder victims. I want to watch one video, kind of get into the creepy, dark, mysterious vibes. I don't know. I'm just yapping, and then we'll play some Metro. Art AI, it depends. If someone feeds your art to an AI, your entire art work can be destroyed instantly. Yeah, but doesn't like it. Yeah, okay, so I get what you mean. Like, send the images like in like an AI program, and then recreate it. Yeah, that's your entire style and everything you work towards gone, turned into slop. Yeah, that's insane. Why haven't they made like a general rule? I think that's like pretty reasonable in my opinion. Why haven't they made a like a worldwide rule that everything AI centered or made by AI should be labeled as AI, whether that's pictures, videos on social media, or I don't know, like freaking something else. But at least like visual things, bro, they should have they should be required to have a label that says like AI, so people know. And if they don't, then freaking, I don't know, like hand out fines or something. But I guess that could also be pretty hard to moderate. Because nowadays you do see a lot of freaking people in comment sections, or when someone like literally posts art, they're calling it AI, even though it's not AI. It's like our whole like brain, our whole like like the whole like freaking human brain nowadays just thinks everything is AI, everything art related, or I don't know. You see like in most popular like posts or whatnot, you see at least someone mentioning AI. They label all AI things in Rule 34 sites. Also, you can filter for Rule 34's. Yep, that is actually a pretty good W. They should do that with all like social media websites and stuff, or platforms. Being more morally correct than most governments. Yeah, I think that should really be a thing. I think it should be like mandatory to label it as AI. If you don't do that, you'll freaking get a fine or whatever. Like, I mean, I guess that's hard to moderate, because how are you gonna send someone that posts something like anonymous online a fine? But I don't know. There has to be some sort of like way. Rule 34. What is that? I'm not gonna explain that. You can look it up yourself, Valentine. But
2007.
knowing you would be drooling. You would be you would be gone for the night. Okay, enough. Yo, cat, calm down.
18-year-old on
Okay.
the evening of June 2nd.
Let's watch this one. Disturbing last seen footage of murder victims. Just a random video, but it's from Chilling Scares. I freaking love that channel.
18-year-old Kelsey Smith went shopping alone. She had just graduated from high school 9 days earlier and wanted to buy a 6-month anniversary present for her boyfriend, John. However, what was meant to be a quick, uneventful shopping trip instead turned into a tragedy. Though nothing seemed out of place at first. Kelsey left her home in Overland
Also, does my face cam look darker than usual? I feel like it does, but it could be me.
Park, Kansas at around 6:30 p.m. and reached the Target near Oak Park Mall without any trouble about 30 minutes later.
Bro.
She even called her
Target and like Walmart and stuff, those shops are like open 24/7, right? I would love to have a freaking supermarket or a store that is like 24/7 open. In I don't even know if you have like one like shops in the Netherlands that are open 24/7. But
mother shortly after arriving at the store to ask where she could find gift boxes. Unfortunately, this was the last conversation anyone ever had with her. Her family grew concerned when more than an hour passed and she still hadn't returned home. There was no message from her about some unexpected delay, and her phone was going straight to voicemail.
Straight to voicemail.
Kelsey was the kind of person who would call her parents even if she was just a few minutes late, so for her to disappear like this was highly unusual. Around the same time, John also showed up at Kelsey's house to pick her up for their date. Unfortunately, he didn't know anything about her whereabouts either. Fearing the worst, her family filed a missing person report. Meanwhile, her sister and John started looking for her around town, desperately hoping that she was just stranded somewhere due to something minor like car trouble. And while they finally found a lead, it raised more questions than it answered. They were searching the area surrounding the Target when they spotted her car parked outside the Macy's on the opposite side of the Oak Park Mall, about half a mile from her last known location. This was already strange enough on its own. However, the most concerning part was the condition they found it in. It was fully unlocked, and the only thing missing from it besides Kelsey herself was her phone. All of her belongings, including her purse and the gift she bought for John hours earlier, were still in
What kind of car is that?
Which begged the question, what could have possibly caused her to abandon her car in this state? Fortunately, Macy's had a CCTV camera pointed at the parking lot, allowing investigators to acquire the footage and analyze it for potential clues. However, nothing could have prepared them for what they were about to uncover. CCTV footage showed the car pull into the lot at 9:17 p.m., over 2 hours after Kelsey was last heard from. However, instead of Kelsey, an unknown man wearing a white t-shirt got out of the driver's side door and quickly fled the scene. Unfortunately, the footage was too blurry to see any identifying features besides his clothes.
Why? Okay, I think this one was pretty old, but why, like even nowadays, why are CCTVs cameras always so freaking blurry? Like there has to be some sort of like, I don't know, it's just always when you look at like security footage or a freaking CCTV footage or whatever, it's always like so blurry. I'm like, bro, we live in like 2026. It's
too blurry to see any identifying
Can't they just
features besides his
freaking
clothes.
mass upgrade
What
all the
investigators
cameras?
didn't know at the time was the color of his shirt would prove crucial in this investigation. But for now, the focus was on finding Kelsey before it was too late. The next step in their investigation was to analyze the last known footage of Kelsey shopping at the Target.
Look at these
Unfortunately,
pixels.
this footage
Jeez.
didn't show anything unusual, at least at first glance. Target's surveillance system had captured her entire shopping trip. Everything from entering the building, to calling her mother, buying the gift, and then leaving in her car. However, while doing a frame-by-frame analysis, one of the detectives noticed a tiny anomaly near the end of the footage. As she was about to get in her car, the camera captured what looked like a man in a white t-shirt running toward her at the last second. There was a
Oh,
strong
what the hell?
chance that this was the same man who would later abandon her car in the Macy's parking lot hours later.
During
With this
broad
newfound
daylight?
knowledge, investigators watched the footage again, and this time they noticed something even more horrific. As Kelsey
he was in the
browsing
store
through
as
the
well.
store, a man in a white t-shirt could be seen stalking her through every aisle. He
Bro,
kept following
what?
her until she was about to pay for her items, and then rushed out of the store before her, likely so he could ambush her as she was getting in her car.
What?
Fortunately, the entrance camera managed to capture the only somewhat usable image of his face, allowing investigators to set up a tip
Like,
line for
bro,
anyone who knew him.
Not even
Another
recognizable.
camera also captured the make and model of his truck when he arrived at the store minutes earlier. This narrowed down the search considerably. All they needed now was information on who this man was. And after sifting through hundreds of false reports, investigators finally received a tip from someone claiming to be his neighbor. They recognized his face and truck on TV and immediately called the police. Not long after, officers arrested 26-year-old Edwin Hall at his home. He was getting ready to leave the state for a supposed vacation with his wife and kids. Fortunately, officers were able to reach him before he fled. Though, to their surprise, Edwin confessed to being at the location without any pushback and even confirmed that he was the one in the CCTV footage. But he also denied having anything to do with Kelsey. Luckily, his lie did not last long. Investigators had actually found a single unknown fingerprint on the seatbelt latch of
Ooh.
Kelsey's car when searching through it earlier. However, it didn't match
One
any print they had on
fingerprint.
record. But with Edwin's arrest, they were able to take his fingerprints, which turned out to be a perfect match for the one
It's
found
always
in
so
Kelsey's
interesting
car.
how they can like track through different like details and hints and clues. How they always, well, not always, of course, but like sometimes like they can lead to pretty accurate results as well. Like it's so like interesting to, I don't know, to how the police like operates and stuff and research things. I gotta make some Rule 34 art. I think it's darker for Metro. Nice one. Hell yeah. Intended. Yeah, but how much storage is 1080p for 24 hours or a week, Zenki? Don't they have like cloud storage or something?
Same day, police also found Kelsey's remains near a lake in Missouri, about 20 miles from the Target. None of which would have been possible if Kelsey's last shopping trip hadn't been captured by Target's surveillance system. Edwin was charged with the kidnapping and murder of Kelsey Smith and stood trial in July 2008. He pled guilty to all charges to avoid the death penalty and was sentenced to life in prison without
Life
the
in
possibility
prison.
of parole.
As it should, though. As it should. Dang.
On the night of Valentine's Day,
But no
2017
intentions, though. Did he just like, he did... They didn't mention he knew her or there was something else going on?
A home security camera installed outside the house of 35-year-old Ellie Tran showed her returning home from work and pulling into the driveway, unaware that a dangerous stalker was hiding just outside the camera's view, waiting for the right opportunity to attack. As soon as she got out of the car, the stalker lunged at her from behind the bushes and tackled her to the ground
Oh,
before
yo.
running away on foot
Where
just
did he come
seconds
from?
later. And while Ellie looked mostly unharmed at first, the attacker had actually injected her with a cyanide-filled syringe while she was
What?
on the ground, which, for those who don't know, is one of the deadliest poisons on
Oh
Earth.
my
What
god.
made this situation even worse was the fact that this wasn't a crazed stalker or a random serial killer. Instead, this was 30-year-old Joseph Merlino III, Ellie's ex-boyfriend, and someone she had a
Of
2-year-old
course, it's an
daughter with.
ex-boyfriend.
The two got into a relationship sometime in late 2013, and things started off quite well. However, Joseph started becoming aggressive when Ellie became
Did he just say they had a daughter as well?
a friend and someone she had a 2-year-old daughter with. The
Bro, come on. Come on.
two got into a
You're
relationship
really gonna kill the mom of your daughter. That's crazy.
sometime in late 2013.
Hey, chemistry, what was it? Cyanide? Yeah, I think it was. Wait, what was it?
What made this situation on the ground, which, for those who don't know,
Yeah, it was cyanide. Cyanide?
is one of the deadliest poisons on Earth.
Dang,
What
he
made this
injected it
situation even
in her.
worse was the fact that this wasn't a crazed stalker or a random serial killer. Instead, this was 30-year-old
I mean, look at this guy. Look at him.
Joseph Merlino III, Ellie's ex-boyfriend, and someone she had a 2-year-old daughter with. The two got into a relationship sometime in late 2013, and things started off quite well. However, Joseph started becoming aggressive when Ellie became pregnant and invited her parents to live with her. You see, Ellie had actually immigrated to the US from Vietnam before meeting Joseph. She wanted to build a stable life in the US with Joseph and their child, but she also wanted her parents to be a part of this new life. So, in 2014, she flew her parents to the US and gave them a place at her and Joseph's home. This became a major point of contention between the couple, with Joseph becoming more and more aggressive with each passing day. Things escalated to the point of physical violence by mid-2016, forcing Ellie to break up with Joseph and get a restraining order against him. She also kept full custody of their daughter. However, Ellie knew that
so he lost
Joseph wasn't
everything.
going to leave her alone so easily. She lived in constant fear that he would one day show up and take their daughter from her, which was the only reason she installed security cameras both inside and outside her home. But even Ellie couldn't have predicted the lengths Joseph was willing to go for revenge. Immediately after the attack on February 14, Ellie tried to get inside and call 911. She didn't know exactly what had happened, but she knew he had injected something into her leg. But she passed away before making that call.
What?
Luckily, her mother saw everything, including Joseph's face. as
It
he
goes
was running
that
away.
quick?
She called
Even if when it was in the leg as well.
emergency services, and Ellie was rushed to
I
a
mean,
nearby
it
hospital.
flows. It goes very
Unfortunately,
rapid through
it was
all your
already
like
too late.
blood, right?
Cyanide